Capricorns, this is your love reading, bonus love reading for the month of February 2019 for Sun sign, Rising sign, and Moon sign Cappies. Welcome. Hi, guys. This is the video I promised you. Of course, I'm going to still use the pink rose quartz that I have, this pretty flat pink rose quartz, and playing around with it and sort of channel a message here. And I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day. So let's get right into it and see what comes up as far as love for the month of February for you guys. And this is for, again, Sun sign, Rising sign, and Moon sign Capricorns. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to focus on more general messages, and then I'm going to focus on singles and couples. So here's the thing. I kind of feel like some of you guys are kind of giving your partner the silent treatment this month, a little bit. Yes. Some of you guys are going to have a period where you're going to give your partner the silent treatment, or the person that you're interested in or talking to. You're kind of there's going to be a period where there is no communication because some of you guys feel the need to set some boundaries with this person. So let's talk about it in general. This is for both coupled and or single, and seeing someone or involved with someone or interested in someone. That this month you're choosing not to communicate with someone or set boundaries in how you communicate with someone or how much communication you're going to give to someone. I see a period of delay there as far as communication is concerned, and you feeling the need to set boundaries or put your wall up because of this time period of not communicating or this delay in communication. While you have this period where there's that delay there, you're going to have a change of perspective. And that change of perspective, I feel like, is going to align with you more wanting to kind of set a little bit more boundaries within yourself. However, you're still in it. Involved, like, you're still, how do I say that? When I say in it, you're still wanting to hang on for some reason. Some of you guys are still wanting to hang on, even though that there is that level of stagnation there. Nothing's really moving forward, or nothing's really being, communication's not really moving it forward, or there's a delay in communication. Things aren't really moving forward. Some of you guys still cling on, even though there's that period of things not really happening here. But I do see a change of perspective for you guys. Some of you guys are actually going to meet a new person this month, or have been and started to talk to. If you haven't done so yet, you just started talking to a new person, and I see more involvement with that new person this month. Lots of communication. And I feel like this person there's definitely like that vibe of like Cupid's arrows bow kind of thing, like boom, like it's kind of just going, lots of communication. But again, you still have your guard up, and you kind of wanting to set, again, some boundaries. And, you're not going to let people just come right on in all too quickly. I feel like things move quickly with this person, but not that quick. I feel like you're still setting boundaries. You still have a wall up with this person. Despite that, I do feel like you guys are still pretty idealistic about love in general. This new person that I'm talking about, this person that you're talking with, spending a lot of time communicating with, and still have your wall up with, there is quite an attraction there with this person. Okay? And I see somebody wanting to share compliments to you, say nice things to you or about you. Someone wants to reach out to you and compliment you, say I love you, or I like you a lot, or say compliments about you. I see you're going to get news of that, someone saying that to you in the month of February, and you're like, oh, okay, thanks, okay, still that boundary there, okay, even when that person's reaching out and wanting to say that. It doesn't, and that could mean, I'm not really picking up, it could come from anyone, it could come from a new person, it could be coming from the person that you've already been dealing with, but I see that message, someone's going to say, I love you, or I really like you, or, some sort of compliment out there that's pretty bold, and, they're going to send that either through conversation or through text or something like that, and you're like, oh, okay, boundaries, whoa, slow it down. I'm a little cautious here. I'm taking one step at a time. Thank you. So I see that going on. Okay. Here's the thing, in love this month for you Capricorns is that you guys have the upper hand with this new person coming in, with communicate. This person is, they seem quite smitten by you. You have the upper hand with this person and in this situation. Like, there's no losing on this side of that situation for you. There's no losing on that side of love for you in general, period, this month, in the month of February. And again, that's going to allow you to see things from a very different perspective, a higher perspective, a more spiritual perspective for some of you, actually. Yeah, you're definitely winning someone's eye or winning someone's affection. You're winning over someone. You're definitely got someone like here, you know. I don't want to say wrapped around the finger, but you definitely have the upper hand here. And I feel like for some of you, it might not even just be with just one person. But what I feel, though, is that, again, there's delays here. You're not really trying to push too hard on this either. As far as any communication, again, you'll have the upper hand. But again, I don't see you pushing things too much, too quickly, too forward with this involvement, with the situation or this person. There's going to be delays there. Okay, those who are coupled and or married, again, it might, with your partner, same thing, setting boundaries. There's some delays, things aren't really moving forward in the relationship as much as you would like. There's like a delay there, and I feel like there's some boundaries here. You're not ready to push forward past just yet, but you do have that upper hand in your relationship and lots of communication going on. But I do see the exchanges of I love yous, I care about yous, compliments, that sort of thing. But are you ready to receive them? I don't know. And I see that through communication with you guys, there is going to be a change of perspective. So those types of things are going to be happening in your relationship in the month of February. Overall, I feel like the main theme for you in love, Capricorns, is decisions, choices. What choice to make in regards to that person that you're involved with. Because some of you guys are kind of indecisive about how to go about continuing on your relationship with this person or plans that you have within the relationship. Some of you guys are quite indecisive about that. Because sometimes you feel like, oh, with this person, I have like a meeting of minds, and sometimes I have a butting heads in the same sentence sort of thing, I also want to say some of you guys are very dependent on the person that you're involved with at this time, whether you're with them like officially or not. You guys are very stuck on this person. You still kind of want to hold on to that person, okay? I feel like with communication, you're going to realize you've learned you've learned everything about this person. You know everything about this person at this point for some of you. Now it's really up to you to determine, with you knowing about this person, and whenever they say something, it's like, of course, I know that about you, or like, I've been here, done that, I know this part about you. So it's like up to this point where you have to decide, does this person continue to serve you? Do you want to continue on with this person? Or do you not? Or do they no longer serve you? Okay? But I see you guys definitely, some of you guys are deciding to hold off getting to know someone even more. I feel like some of you guys are kind of holding off getting to know someone even more, just a little, take the time to get to know them. I feel like some of you guys are holding off on that. For some of you, I feel like you needed to change a certain level or a certain perspective to give someone a chance to get to know them on a deeper level. Some of you guys are going to get to know someone on a spiritual level, find out who they are spiritually and what their beliefs are, and I feel like some of you guys are going to get to know each other on a deeper spiritual level as well. Some of you guys are going to decide to hold off. Some of you guys are going to go ahead and start that process and have a change of perspective. Because I feel like at first it's like, I don't know how I feel about this. But then once you give it time, you're like, oh, okay, I can kind of understand that. I can kind of see that side. Or, oh, interesting. I didn't know you believed in this, or that kind of thing. Some of you guys will be, some of you guys, you're going to be very good at lying to people or putting on a face for them to make them think a certain way, or to make them think that you're a certain way, or to make them think that you feel or think a certain way, and you're going to get away with it. You're going to get away with it for some of you Capricorns. Some of you are actually dealing with someone that pretends or comes off that they're so successful and like, they're winning in life kind of thing. Like they're so this, they're so that, when it's all just a facade, okay? Some of you guys, going back into that, making that choice, that decision, some of you guys are trying to decide, is it safe for me to kind of carry on with this person? Can I start bringing those walls down, or should I wait? Or should I say, no, not with this person. I don't want to bring those walls down with this person. Do you feel it's safe for you to fall in love with this person, fall in like with this person? I feel like some of you guys are making decisions based off that. Do I feel safe here? Some of you guys, even those within a relationship, I feel like some of you guys are going, am I feeling safe here? Am I feeling safe in this relationship? Is my partner making me feel safe? Okay. But I feel like a big spiritual message here is overall, Capricorns, I feel like God's basically saying, if you know a situation's unhealthy for you, leave it, walk away. Because I feel like some of you guys are dealing with some unhealthy, toxic situations in relationships where it's kind of unacceptable at this point, and you've kind of been trying to decide, am I good to continue here, or am I not? And some of you guys, it's gotten so like, it's time to leave that unhealthy situation. And I'm not talking about just unhealthy. I'm talking about like, it's unhealthy to you, your spirit, your emotions, your mental health. You know what I mean? Just unhealthy in general. It's time to walk away from it. Okay? Okay, so I want to talk about singled Capricorns in the month of February 2019. Okay, so singled Capricorns. What I feel is that some of you guys are dealing with an ex, okay? Someone you've been with or have dealt with before, and you're involved with them now, or they're in your sphere now. Or an ex is on your mind, or so on and so forth. I feel like there's some ex energy going on here, and I feel like they're creeping back up in February. And I feel as though there's a lot of karma to clear with this person. Oh my gosh, so much karma to clear with this person, so much patterns to clear, so much negative cycles to clear with this person. And some of you guys kind of don't set enough boundaries with this person, and you kind of give that power up to that person and kind of let them take that power and do whatever they want with it. Because you set no boundaries, they're kind of free to kind of do whatever they kind of want with you, and you kind of let that energy, that vibe continue. They can talk however they want to talk to you. They can hit you up whenever they want to. They can tell you whatever they want to. You're there for them, right? You're present for them. When they want to do something to you, you're available for them to do it too. But it might not be the other way around. And so I feel like with this person, you're kind of letting them do whatever, move however they want to move, talk to you however they want to talk in your world, okay? And that's part of that karma to clear. That can't happen no more. And if you allow that to happen, guess what? It's not him or her that has to clear that karma because they're choosing to do that. It's because you let them do that. And in order to clear that karma, part of your part in clearing that karma is to say, no, thank you. No more. Not going to happen here. Not answering my phone if you're going to go ahead and talk to me like that. Not going to go ahead and engage in that negative energy with you anymore. I'm going to end that cycle. And he or she will have no choice but to also do the same. Okay. And I feel like, oh, some of you guys, the reason why this is happening, and it could be for male and or females, is that some of you guys, are not being clear to the universe, to God, when you pray at night, to the universe, when you're speaking out your intentions. You're not being clear that what you're wanting out of a partner, what you're wanting out of love. You're not dictating exactly what it is that you want and need. And the reason why I'm saying that is you're not being very clear with it because you're letting someone else play around with your energy, okay, and your vibe and your time. And that's why what I'm picking up here is that I'm very strongly realizing from you, single Capricorns, the reason why someone's able to play around with you and your time and your energy is because you have not made it clear to yourself what it is that you should be accepting and what it is that you shouldn't be accepting. And the only way you're going to make that clear to yourself is knowing who you are and what kind of partner you want. I want this type of partner. I don't want this type of partner. I want to accept this and I don't want to accept this. So therefore, once you establish that for yourself and you put it out into your prayers to God and you put it out into in the universe, into an intention, something you're going to say, and that's what I want. That's what I want to align with. You can't let Joe Schmo over there do whatever the hell they want anymore. And you're not going to accept it because you're going to be like, what I prayed for, what I asked for, that's not what it is. So why am I even putting energy in that direction? I should be putting energy in the things that I do want. So make that clear. So that's one message there. Another message I do pick up on is some of you guys, again, it could be either male or female. There's some, I hate to use the words daddy issues, some of you. But there are, and here's the thing, people think that, daddy issues comes along when you don't have your daddy in your life, or, they left you as a child, or so on and so forth. Yeah, there could be issues with that there, but sometimes it's not even, you could have a dad that's present in your life. It's, learning through relationships, through your father, or seeing your relationships that your father has with your mother, or so on and so forth, really affect how you portray or put yourself out there in regards to love and attracting partners. And for some of you, there's something here that's not clicking that allows you to allow some of this negative stuff to happen. And because maybe you saw your father do it, or maybe because the lack of presence or the lack of understanding, or the lack of seeing the type of quality you should deserve in a partner or in a parent, it's not present there or hasn't been present as much as you would like when growing up, through childhood, through your relationship with your father, or so on and so forth. It's affecting your relationships, how you move in your relationships in regards to love. So, and it makes you tolerate stuff that you shouldn't be tolerating. Even if your dad was a good father and there was no problem, and so on and so forth. There's certain things about maybe that characteristics that you might see in the person that you're involved with now, that your father does, that you kind of think it's okay that it's happening because you were able to tolerate it. Or some of you guys might feel like, I wasn't good enough to hold on to my father. These are examples, and I don't want people thinking I'm judging them or saying anything like that, but it might be that you felt you didn't deserve the love of your father because they didn't give that to you at a young age, and so you did feel like you deserve crap. Certain types of things, certain things, and kind of think that it's no big deal because of that. No, the point is you have higher standards for yourself in regards to what you deserve and what you want. And you know what that is. Unhealthy things that don't make you feel good, that don't bring out the best version of yourself, gotta go. And I think you guys are really understanding that now. And whatever you had absent, I think it's important to take a look at, to really assess who you are and what it is that you want and where you want to be moving forward, especially when it comes to people you attract in your love life, okay? Coupled and or married Capricorns, you're being tested this month in your relationships. But what I feel is though someone's changing in the relationship, whether it's you or the person you're involved with, someone's going through a change, okay? And some of you could be a positive change, for some of you it could be a negative change, but whatever it is, it's testing your relationship at this time. And I do feel that the partner that you're involved with is worth the wait, is worth the trials right now, so it's fine, it's positive. Some of you guys, what's going on is there's a negative health issue or a health issue thing going on with your partner, and it could be mental, it could be physical, it could be emotional, but there's something going on health-wise with your partner. For some of you, that's a challenge at this moment in time to work through with your partner. For some of you, it's you that has that health issue, and your partner needs to help and support you, and that's testing your relationship. For some of you, you're realizing that there's something unhealthy going on within the relationship that needs to be mended, that needs to be healed, and it kind of tarnishes having a healthy relationship as it's still there, and that's something to work through, and you guys are being tested on that and working through that. But it's good because I see change coming in to make this better, okay? And I do feel that it's a long time coming to see some improvements with that. For some of you, like I said, it's the actual physical health, whether it's mental, emotional, physical. I see it's going to take a while to get to that end of the road, but it's going to come. As far as something that's tainting the health of the relationship in general, it could be a negative pattern, negative past issue that keeps coming up or whatever, that's also being worked on for some of you couples, but it's still going to take time to get through. Some of you guys, it's just a family member that's ill. That's not you. You both. And you guys having to work with that family member or that person in your life, and that's testing the relationship as well. But I see, yeah, what you're going to go through is a test of seeing how healthy your relationship is in general when other factors are being thrown into the mix. How healthy are you guys? You guys could probably thought you were doing absolutely fantastic and great, but then something comes in that's kind of rattles the cage. And then so now at this point, how healthy are you? How good were you guys? Or how good are you guys? It's a test to see. And I feel like you guys are going to pass it fine. There's going to be changes, but you guys are going to make it on the other side. And if you are concerned if you should even consider making it to the other side, what I see is that this person is worth pushing forward to the other side, okay? Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much, Capricorns, for watching. This was a pleasure being able to do this reading for you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing February and a Valentine's Day. Enjoy Valentine's Day, and I hope to see you next month in March. Bye-bye.